Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow.
And how that comes about. Now, ladies in the chat, is it even possible for women, and let's keep it 100, ladies, can you respect a man that you can control? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm waiting on this one. Yes or no? Is it even possible for us to respect a man that we can control? No, we don't respect that dude. If I can put a battery in your back, if you got Mattel stamped on your back, if there is a battery compartment on your back at all, and I got batteries that I can put up in there, you done. You're done. You're done. There is no respect that no woman can have with a man that she can puppeteer and control. We don't respect men like that. No woman does. She could be a hyena. She could be a lioness. There are no lionesses that respect the lion, that don't roar and patrol and be a lion. A group of lionesses will jump him. Mark what I say. Mark what I say. You ever seen that on them little nature shows? You be watching lions and stuff like that. A group of lionesses will jump a male lion. Let him don't be doing what male lions do. Let him don't be doing what male lions do. Let him not go out there and patrol and roar and get a hyena, kill it, protect. Let him not do that. And the lionesses will be like, y'all want to get rid of this fool? Because I ain't seen him patrol in 3 days. My cubs almost got snatched up. He didn't come through. I roared for him for like an hour. He did not come through. Do y'all want to jump him? Girl, yeah. She won't submit. She won't do nothing. He can come over that week if he wanna. Weak as day old dishwater. She'll do them lion skibbity paps. Them some messed up skibbity paps right there. A lion skibbity pap. That's another level of it. I done seen lionesses do that. So no female of no species respects a male that she can control. No. We don't even like them kind of dudes. We run over them dudes. The best women, avoid them. We don't even, we can't, because we don't want to just run over you. So we just be like, nah, baby, you gon' head on. So that's a setup. A man you can control. I bet you he didn't have no women around him that could control him. I can't say your name because it's characters, but thank you so much for the 500. I want to say they're yin. Thank you. He's setting his daughters up for failure. And this is what we constantly do in the black community. We constantly set the girls and the boys up for failure. We set the girls trajectory in life. That, especially when you in this situation where his daughters have not had to struggle. Typically speaking, in the Black community, Black girls get into masculine energy the more we have to struggle. The more that we are in poverty or grew up that way or grew up in dysfunctional households, that usually has the girls going into this very masculine space. I lived it. I know what I'm talking about. You grow up having these masculine things thrown at you where you gotta be this rough, tough, whatever. And that usually comes from the struggle. That usually comes from struggling underneath the American nightmare, aka the lost value system. That's where that usually comes from. So it hurts my heart to see a situation where the girls have not grown up struggling. They have not grown up struggling. And then to still send them on a masculine trajectory in life makes no sense. They should be the most feminine girls because they did have a dad that was giving them the 4 P's. They should be the most feminine. She should know what it is to constantly be in masculine energy all the time. She shouldn't even know. And you know whose job it was to put her in feminine energy all the time? Her mom. That was Shawnee's job. And what keeps her in that feminine energy is her father's 4 P's. Her father's provision. Her father's masculine light. Her father's problem solving. Her father's protection. Her father's love. That's what's supposed to keep her and make her remain in her feminine energy. You don't let her stay until whenever. No, because she has to implement her femininity just like the boys are going to have to implement their masculinity. She's going to have to implement her womanhood like the boys are going to have to implement their manhood. And she can't do that under her father. Because guess what she gonna want to do? She gonna want to hit that other P. And her daddy can't do that. It become time to have a man, another man that takes that role. So you don't send her off to school and all of this other kind of foolishness until she's 35 and then trying to find no man. You send her off at 18, 19, 20, 21. Find a husband because that's what you got time for. You got time in daddy's house to find a husband. That's what it's for. You got time in daddy's house because daddy know what kind of daughter he raised. You can be here, you can go to school, but we gonna find you a husband. And I don't know what this is all about, thinking we can't do the husband thing, and if I get married, then all of a sudden there's no avenue for me to pursue education or a profession. This is 2022. Men nowadays ain't tripping on that. If a girl, if a young woman gets married at 21, 22, okay, men in the chat, if you would marry a 21-year-old woman or you got a son that would marry a young woman like that, are y'all against this woman being a wife and maybe going to school at the same time? Are y'all really against that? Because I don't know a whole lot of men that's really against that. So it's not a whole lot of dudes that's like, oh, because you married to me, you better not leave this house. Like, it ain't a whole lot of dudes like that. So men ain't tripping. They want you to find something to do anyway. The only time he gonna really try to make children. Once you start having kids and stuff like that, then that's when he'll be like, well, I kind of don't want you to really work though. And what he does is he tries to make it so where she don't have to. But as long as y'all two are young or whatever, he might be a little bit older, she young, y'all ain't had no kids yet. Listen, go to school, finish your school. He don't care. He don't want no dummy no way. Finish your school, go ahead. He don't want you sitting around looking stupid. So go ahead, finish your school. You know, you can do that. It ain't too many men that's really just staunch down against that. So I don't know why we have this function where we think the girls can't do what she's supposed to do as a young woman first. A woman's youth and her beauty and her fertility is for when she young. Then she give that to her husband. His daughters are really in prime position to have been virgins or not really had no real relationship or men experience and go out there and get a husband. He vet and found a husband for them. But what he really telling us is, I'm raising my children under the American nightmare. I'm perpetuating what amounts to generational curses. And it doesn't matter that we're in a different socioeconomic, another income bracket. We're not poor, we're not struggling, but it doesn't matter. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm raising my kids under this lost value system / American nightmare system where black boys can continue to be marginalized. I'm not gonna really help him. It's the boys that really should be at the house. Because he's completing his education on being a man. He'll leave soon enough. Because as a young man, he is going to want to exercise his manhood and his masculinity. And he can't do that under his father. So just the sheer independence of men is going to make him leave. You don't got to tell him he got to get out at 18. He going to want to leave. If his masculinity has been taught to him properly, he's going to want to go. Am I right for the men? Because I raised a boy to a young man. And he was like 20. And he was ready to, he moved out of state. He's like, I'm gone. I'm out of Chicago. I'm out of the whole state. I'm gone somewhere else. And he moved. And we was like, all we could do was be like, be careful. Give you some pointers. My brother gave him some pointers. My father gave him some pointers. Hey, just be careful. You need me? Call me. But hey, my dad was like, hey, you a young man. You feel like you got to strike out? Hey, do that. That's what men do. I left my house at 13. Didn't look back. I ain't never been back. So my dad was with it. He was like, hey, just be careful, man. You know, I love you. If you need help, I'm going to help you. Something go down, you need me to come get you, I'm going to come get you. But as long as you safe, as long as you good, you good.